Hey guys, so the last few days or whatever, the last week, I have been making cold foam cold brews at home. And whenever I put those up on my Insta stories or whatever, I'll get questions asking how I did it or what I used. And so I thought I would just show you do a video on how I make it. I really like to get this from Starbucks, but considering we can't really go anywhere, or you can go get carry out, but Starbucks is like an hour from me, so I can't just drive to Starbucks right now to go get Starbucks. So, and I normally only do it if I'm in the area. So, I've seen other people make cold foam, like the cold foam part at home, and so I was like, hey, I have the stuff, I can make that at home too. So, I have been. So there are two ways you can do the cold foam, or not cold foam, the cold brew. Or not two ways, there's probably multiple ways, but the way I do it, you can either get this stuff right here, Stoke Stock, I don't know how you say it, but it's this cold brew coffee, and it's black and no sugar added. I do like this, but I prefer, honestly, I've learned over the last few days that I like to just make it myself. And this is not technically cold brew because I just make it with my Nespresso, and I'm going to show you a clip how I do that with my Nespresso now. Okay, so I've scraped off the top layer of foam because we're not going to need that because we'll make our own foam. And I'm just making the cold brew or coffee part. And we're going to do another pod. So I'm going to open this up, put another one in, push it down, and turn it on. And then we're going to make our second pod. It's all brewed, and I'll just remove the rest of this off here. And I will let it sit on the counter and cool down, and then once it's cooled down, I will put it into the refrigerator. That is how I do the espresso. So then what I do is I have my little, and I'll take the screen down in a minute, but I have my frother right here, and I'm going to show you how I froth my half and half or whatever, the milk part on top. Now before I start on the frothing part, I'm gonna go over real quick what I put in the to make the froth. So I just use half and half, whatever, you know, you can use our milk, you can use like heavy cream, pretty much whatever. I've even used like I forget what it's called. It's a non-dairy kind, but you can pretty much use whatever kind of milk you want. So you go with whatever you want. And I also wanted to add that my frother thing right here, it is a hot and cold setting. So I will be using the cold setting because I want this to be a cold drink, not a hot drink. And you can honestly just get the little hand frothers. They have those little hand frothers. You can get those on Amazon, I think. And I'm sure at some other type of kitchen store. So I've got my cold brew right here. I'm jumping all over the place, I'm sorry. But like I said, the half and half, and then I'm going to put about a pump or two of this vanilla into the half and half. Then here is the funny ingredient that some people are going to be like, no, and some people are going to love. I put a little bit of salt in it. And the reason why I do this is because Starbucks has a cold foam that is salted. It's like a salted cold foam cold brew. And so I really like that one. So that's why I've been doing that. I add just a little bit to give it that salty kick that Starbucks does. And that's how I do the froth part. So I will show you that now. That is it. That is my cold foam cold brew drink. I did want to add that reason why I like to make my own coffee part, I've discovered, is because I like my coffee pretty strong, and I feel like this is stronger than the Stoke or Stock, however you say it, brand. So that's why I said that I learned that I prefer it to make my own. But that's it. If you make it, I hope you all enjoy yours.